Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone had a wonderful day at work today. And if you were off today, lucky you. But overall, I hope everybody had a wonderful and blessed day today. So today, last night, we got Slushbox put back together again. So she's all ready to go there. And I decided to, before I put it together the first time, after I built it, the time before this, I pulled this pump apart and checked everything. And it's always good to pull your oil pump down and inspect it, because you never know what you got going on. That way it'll allow you to see if you got any scale, any shrapnel, metal shavings, fragments, debris, stuff inside the pump that could potentially, get in the pump, and then it'll spread it throughout the transmission, and that's something we don't want. Especially when we got nice aftermarket clutches and clutch plates in this trans, torque converter and valve body. So you don't want any any of that stuff in your trans. Important thing is to always pay attention to this plate here. So this is actually where the gears, those gears, so actually where these gears ride, right here. And as you can see, there is some wear there. I mean, it's not going to be completely flawless, but you're going to see where, those gears spin around on this plate here. And, I can rub my finger and I don't feel anything at all. It's just wear marks. It's wear marks in the metal where the gears ride, because it's a, it's a very, very close tolerance on these gears in this plate, and this is what helps it make pressure. So this is very important. You have to always pay attention to this and make sure you don't have any gouges, any pitting or anything like that, anything that may disturb the oil pressure in the pump. So this one, of course, has got some wear on it. I mean, it's original pump for this transmission. I don't know what the mileage was when we got it, but the pump seems to be doing well. I got a gauge in the car, so I always, I'm always looking at that. That's the actual pump housing there. Everything looks clean. There's no trash, debris, nothing like that in there that I've seen. So it's just fluid, which is good. This is your pump drive. This this little device right here sits inside this gear here, like so. And the pump rod, which is this here, spins it when it's inside the housing there. So this rod is driven by the torque converter. So the torque converter, when it's spinning the pump. So sorry for all this crap. It's spinning the pump. When the torque converter is spinning, it's turning the pump gear and everything. So if you ever decide to take one of these transmissions apart and try to rebuild it yourself, and you try to attempt it without watching any of my videos, just remember, make sure you put this back in before you install the torque converter. If you do not install this, you are going to ruin your transmission, because this oil drive rod is what lubricates your transmission. So if this rod's not there, guess what? The pump can't work, the torque converter can't get fluid, the valve body can't get fluid, nor can the clutch drums, gears, and all the internals inside the transmission won't get any lubrication. So please do not forget this rod. This is very, very important. Very important. Knock that daggone magnet over again. Oh well. But yeah, so that's just wanted to touch on that subject a little bit, for the guys and gals that's been watching my videos for this trans build and stuff. Of course, we're going at this at a second time, because for those that don't know, it hasn't been keeping up. We had the forward gear clutch drum clutch set go out it was just that particular drum and couldn't figure it out. And come to find out, if I can get them out. Oh, get through. Hold on. A bunch of crap here. This box, maybe. Yes, this box. All right. So here we have the clutch frictions that were in the forward gear drum and the steels. These are the steels, and they look absolutely horrible. So again, when I installed these, you know, I tried cleaning them up to the best of my abilities because it was crunch time. I didn't have no new ones, and level 10 didn't have any in stock at the time, and they had to actually order me these on the second go round. So, which they were nice enough to gift us with a kit, with a second kit, so we could get going again. God bless them. Pat and Elaine are so wonderful at level 10. If you ever need anything for your 40AT transmission, anything, level 10 is where to go. Pat and Elaine, they are wonderful. They will help you out. You mention my name, and they will give you, you know, they will do their best to look out for you. That's 100%. They're great. But this is the reason why, you know, that clutch failed right here. So, you know, the steels were shot, and of course, it took out the frictions too. So just hold on to this stuff so I can show people. No real particular reason. So, but yeah. So that's, you know, that's basically what you want to do. You want to inspect your pump, you know, your plate, your housing, your gears, your drive gear, and your thrust washer. This is your thrust washer. This little I can't talk tonight. This thrust washer actually sits on top of this clutch drum here, and it rolls around with this bearing. So yeah, that's your clutch. That's the thrust bearing. That's the thrust washer that sits up against that bearing. But yeah. So, and you can actually see, if you look on this side where you can see the wear from the bearing itself where it rides on that. So, but like I said, this thrust washer is still in good shape. You know, they got no bad marks in it. And that's like I say, guys, like this, you know, it just shows how well her transmission lives, because of the fluid we run, and then, you know, the temperature the transmission runs at. So nothing gets hot and burns up and, you know, destroys any parts inside the trans. So yeah, this is your transmission oil pump. This is what it looks like disassembled. You know, looks just like a pump drive gear for a car oil pump. Same thing, pretty much. And the most important thing that you want to be sure of when you reassemble this pump, always make sure that your gear marks line up. Because if they do not, where is it? There it is. Make sure your gear marks always line up. Because if they don't line up, you're going to have issues. That's for sure. So when you install this, you want those two gear marks to be just like that. That's in time. If you install them with either one of these off, you could cause, you know, it could cause a vibration, you know, in rotation with the pump. You know, particularly it could potentially mess the drive gear up from everything vibrating. So just be certain and be sure that you line up those two notches right there. Those are like timing notches. So that way the gears are spinning in sync together. Now, those marks are not on the front of this, because this is how this goes in the pump housing. It goes in like this, and then, you know, your little drive gear goes like that. You're not going to see those marks on the front. You got to turn them over and look on the back side, and that's where they are. That's where you'll see them at. on the back side of the pump. So, like I say, make sure, hold on. Yeah, make sure that those gear marks are lined up before you reinstall these gears in the housing. Because if not, that oil pump gets to vibrating, you're gonna have some issues. So, just want to jump on here real quick before I cap the transmission off, put the pump back on it. I'm gonna check the clearance between the housing and the pump and make sure we got good clearance with the thrust washer and stuff in there. So, yep, just want to get on there and show you guys a little bit what's going on with this pump. And like I said, it's got some wear, so it's nothing to be too concerned about. We're only going to run this pump for probably two more races, and that's going to be this coming weekend and the weekend after next. So I'm sorry, no, this coming weekend and the following weekend. We're going to be racing at Maryland International Raceway. If anybody wants to come out, and me and Jasmine will be racing each other either this weekend or next weekend. We're probably going to know we're doing it on the last race, which is the 27th. So we'll be racing each other on the 27th. So anybody wants to come out and check out 2 escorts going down the track, that probably has not happened in many years. Please feel free to come out and take some footage. We're going to try to get some nice live footage of this race and put it on YouTube and share it all over the world. So it's going to be pretty cool watching us go down the track. 2 cars I built, and I had to train the driver of the other one. So, but it's all good. It's all a learning experience. So, but just want to hop on real quick and let you guys know that slush box there is almost ready to go back on the track. So, oh yeah, I got my heaters going in here. It's a little cool here tonight, and it was a little cool last night too. I had a bad boy fired up. It was cool up in here. So, but just wanted to get on real quick and share this with you guys. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to message me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. So, but thanks everybody for subscribing, for liking. Please go like and subscribe if you haven't already. And we really appreciate everyone's support. And we really do appreciate everyone that follows us and makes positive comments and tells us that they're learning from our videos and stuff like that. That means a lot to us. So thanks everybody. And I'm gonna get back to this bad boy and get it buttoned up. And I won't be putting it in tonight, but the trans will be built again and ready to go. So so thanks everybody for, like I said, tuning in and checking us out. And like I said, I'm gonna get back to this, get this knocked out, so I can go home and go to sleep and get up and go to work in the morning. So I'm actually taking off from the gym this week so I can get this car done and get it out, and so we can go racing again. So thanks everybody for watching. Again, please go like and subscribe if you have not, and thanks for everybody's support. Well, hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and I'm gonna get back to this transmission. See you guys. Have a blessed one.